Grail is mine. And you're going to get it for me.
Shooting me won't get you anywhere.
You know something, Dr. Jones? You're absolutely right.
Dad. Dad.
No!
Get back! You can't save him when you're dead. The healing power of the Grail is the only thing that can save your father now. It's time to ask yourself what you believe.
The Ark of the Covenant, the Holy Grail, Shankara stones, and crystal skulls. Indiana Jones has been on a quest to unearth the greatest lost treasures of mankind. But on his journey into the unknown, could he be searching for something even bigger?
Essentially, archaeology, I think, on the grand scheme of things, is just another way to approach the question of, who are we? What are we doing here? You can say the meaning of life, or what does it all mean?
What made me go into archaeology was to try to find where did I came from culturally. Because archaeology can give us reasons and answers to a lot of questions that we still have about our past.
Archaeological material provides the building blocks for identity and self-knowledge. On my very first archaeological excavation, I found a bronze water vessel. We were wiping off the edge and letters began to appear in Greek. And when I saw these villagers, 50-year-old men, seeing the name of their hometown on this vessel from the depths of this well, they began to weep. And this was the beginning of understanding the importance of this material to the local population in terms of their collective identity.
There are 4 questions that most people cannot answer. Who am I? Where did I come from? What's my purpose here on earth? And what's my future? As a professor, you see the joy on the student's face when you answer those questions which they have been seeking for, all their life.
It is tremendously important to study the past, because studying the past, first of all, gives us a better sense of ourselves, where we come from, where our structures come from, where what we believe comes from. And with that understanding of where we come from, we have a better sense of where we're going.
And we really and truly cannot understand ourselves without understanding where we came from. And that motivates most of us to do this kind of work, because it's a discovery of our shared human past that can explain where our ancestors got it right, where they did amazing things that have been lost to written history. We also are learning about ways that our ancestors really messed things up too, how they collapsed.
These ancient societies may have had primitive technology, but they still loved, they still found things beautiful, and so do we. And so by learning about these ancient cultures, we can say, okay, they were different, but they're very much the same.
The dead people are not only the dead people. There are also the genes of the future. That's why the relationship with the past is not just a matter of history. It's a matter of survival.
We're about to complete a great quest that began almost 2,000 years ago. We're only one step away.
The quest is really about finding yourself, and perhaps finding God as well. And you're trying to find a home within yourself, a spiritual home, a connection with God. And you're constantly being asked questions, and so you're testing to see, are you worthy to find God?
I think man has an inherent desire to connect to their own divinity, their own connection to God. And one of the easiest ways to try and do that is just find ancient objects from a time when spirit and life were more merged, more one. And perhaps instead of through war and destruction, we can find a unifying way to connect as a people.
This desire to find something, I think, is everywhere in our modern culture. And we want the quest to be exciting and beautiful, like in Indiana Jones, who makes, hunting in the dirt and the dust really kind of cool.
Indiana Jones brings us closer to history.
We don't often find academic disciplines that have as much of a superstar as Indiana Jones, representing a field like archaeology.
Indiana Jones really brings archaeology to a whole new audience.
It's a sense that he gives excitement to the quest to understand more about the past.
Definitely represents everything we got into archaeology for in the first place.
It's that sense of discovery. It's that romance. It's that adventure.
Indiana Jones reconnects you with that childlike passion, that intense appetite to know where we came from, how was it back then, who are we? We need to have heroes like this in life because it keeps us in touch with the fun, the wonder, the discovery of what it is to be a human being.